The reason why I include this image to explain the multiple perspectives in this horrifying part of American history is to show how the events in history has perspectives. During 1941, Japan would launch an attack on the United States on a U.S. naval base in Hawaii known as Pearl Harbor. This attack would kill about 2,400 people. Due to this attack, there was a massive fear of Japanese Americans sabotaging the warfare by spying on civilian and military installations. President of the United States at the time, FDR, and his administration were given the simple choice due to the fears of Japanese Americans in their homeland. Perspective does not just take a small part of the horrifying part of our history, it was the biggest and the most frightening part of our history. People are still wondering about perspectives in this event and how they collide with our modern day perspective. Imagine you walking down the flamboyant and flashy town of Los Angeles, California during 1941. Jazz is playing down the street, and then you see a newspaper boy scream, "It's war." You walk up to him and grab a newspaper from the little boy. After you give a boy a dime, you turn to your right and you see a couple looking at a single piece of paper, and then they are shocked. They're covering their mouths. You unfold the paper just to see a horrifying news that the United States Pacific Naval Fleet has just been attacked in Pearl Harbor by the Imperial Japanese Navy. Then you see a mother across the street who is a Japanese American, holding their child's hands as they are looking at the boots. As she is terrified and she tightens the grip on her child's hands. According to Everyday Speech in the article Understand Others Taken, it states, perspective taking is not just a skill to be used in specific situations, in the mindset that it can be incorporated into our everyday talking. Also in the same article, it states perspective taking is not just a skill to be used in specific situations. It is a mindset that can be used to incorporate into our everyday lives. Here is some good ways to apply a good perspective by taking it in a different context. Few people were horrified about the idea of sending people into camps. A good portion of these people knew about how to take perspective and did not allow the rush of American hate to hinder their biases. Perspective taking, according to Everyday Speech in this article, Understanding Others' Importance of Perspective Taking, states that perspective taking is an ability to understand and consider someone else's thoughts, feelings, and expressions and experiences. And it involves stepping outside for our own perspective and trying to see the world from another person's point of view. This is the definition of perspective taking, and this is why I love talking about it. It is important to our history and the world's history. This class has changed how I see some things in a new light. I love talking about perspective in the light through history.